or the device, how was the help on the window. Okay, the repair status, actually you will be, once you press it, then you will go to the warranty and services. Okay, or the repair, you will go to repair status. Okay, like this is the example, repair status. What's the repair status? If you got the ticket, all will be in here, all detail. Pak Abdul, you can see, dapat tengok all the status of the warranty, part in transit. Belum sampai kan, atau belum order kan, part ini. Ini work order number ada. Okay, case number pun ada kat dalam. So go to the repair status, then you can check. So when customer can check, this one no need to log in. Customer also can check. Okay, as long as they have the serial number, they can check. So once they check, they can only check. Oh, this is still in progress. Okay. So for the troubleshooting, what inside the troubleshooting? For the troubleshooting section, see what you want. What you want to look for the what troubleshooting. Okay, audio. Nothing in the audio for the troubleshooting. Okay, you can go to the battery, see whether we have anything. Okay, that's troubleshooting is quite less issue that we had. I think the main will be the operating system issue. All this don't have also. Okay, for this particular model. Okay, you can go on this driver and software. Siapa tak tahu? Sorry. On the driver and the okay. You can download all the software. The BIOS. Okay, or you can select this. What is the OS you want? And all the topic regards with the okay. So you can find all the topic, all the driver or all the utility software inside this. Okay, like Inventage, power management. Sometimes we have the additional application inside, so you can find the software, all the software, the Lenovo Intelligent Thermal Solution driver, extra driver, some of the model needed. Smart display if a customer using the okay. Maintenance utility, all the application, all the issue or all the driver or we can find in here. Okay, based on their serial number. Okay. Diagnostic. Okay, you can scan the diagnostic using online. That's what just now I mentioned, the online scanning, right? On online version. This is the one. Okay, you can scan. You can perform the scan. Because my machine cannot scan because I'm still not yet back to KL, so I cannot do the scanning because my machine is not the Lenovo's machine. Okay, so you can do the simple scan or the customer scan. Okay, those either is full scan or quick scan. Okay.
Sir, let me interrupt. So
yeah, okay.
Go back to driver grabber, right? Driver, right? I want to introduce the driver grabber.
Oh, okay.
You maybe go to it's not here. Go to knowledge.
Knowledge, right?
Page and guide. Yeah. Never mind. I share screen.
Yeah. Okay. You can hijack the screen.
Okay.
This is more.
Oh nah. Can see guys? Bisa tengok? Nampak tak? Okay, I want to introduce this one, driver grabber. This is a tool developed by Lenovo. When you want the full list of the driver for one machine type, right? We call machine type. The 4-digit in front is called machine type number. You key in the machine type number, then it will generate all the full list of driver available for the machine type. So this is another way to see the drivers available instead of the support web page. It's actually a tool, right? Where to get it is inside here, knowledge base and guide. You can see here, driver grabber.
Under the user guide, is it?
I think here. I post here for you all.
Or you can just type the search.
Okay, when just download the tools, click here. Actually, there are a lot more things: a system update, the diagnostic tools, met driver and software metric tools. Once I downloaded, right, is something like this. Okay, I'll just key in the machine type, then I write the catalog. It will list down all the drivers for that machines. So from here, you can see clearly. You can see the what is it? The title category. Okay, you see this is for Bluetooth, this is the BIOS, this is for audio, this is the card reader, this is the network. Here we'll list out everything for that machine type. Sometimes your machine type you need to check whether it's Intel or Realtek, then you choose the correct one. Okay, here I recommend it because sometimes it will show all the firmware also for docking, right? You can see this is the firmware for the docking. So everything is here. You just highlight this one and click download. Bottom here, download where, and we will download to your PC, and then you just copy to customer PC or just can install, right? So it will tell you the reboot type, whether it requires shutdown or not. This one requires shutdown, this one does not require it. And this is the extract command for the SCCM or Microsoft Development Tool. This is the command and silent install command. Okay. Any question for this one? This is quite useful. I recommend to you. If you are a service center, you keep this one in your desktop. Easy for you to download. Okay. This one will list only the latest version.
Okay. Thanks, Yao. I think I refer back again. Okay, you can go to this the same website under the knowledge and the guide. Okay, the driver grabber, and download.
There are many ways that you driver grabbers. This is one of them.
One of the way. Yeah.
Lenovo Vantage is one of them. PC PC support also one of them. So few ways lah. Okay. I'm back to you.
Okay, thanks, Yao. So under the knowledge base, can anybody tell me, boleh bagi sesiapa yang boleh bagi I tahu kat mana boleh dapat HMS Siapa boleh bagi tahu? Share my screen. Siapa boleh bagi tahu? Kat mana boleh dapat kita cari HMM, Hardware Maintenance Manual? Mat, tolong Mat. Pak Mat.
Oke, ada yang tahu tidak untuk membuka HMM, Hardware Maintenance Manual, dari mana website Lenovo ini? Ada yang tahu? Di mana dia?
Tak tahu Okay, tak apa. Okay. So it's good for you all to learn again. Tak pergi cari mana-mana atau kalau tak dapat cari Mr. Google. Okay, tak payah. Okay. So you key in the serial number like this, the one X1 carbon. Okay. You go to the knowledge base and guide. Okay, you go to the knowledge base and guide. Go to the user guide. Then you can look the HMM. Where the HMM?
Vincent, I think more easily if you click on Product Home. If you click Product Home.
Product Home, yes. Another
yes,
one.
and then there on top, Machine Info.
Yes. Okay. Either one. Okay, you can go to the home. Then the hardware menu will come out. Okay, go on for a while because my line is quite not so good today. So on this, if you can, then you can go in this user guide menu. Okay. Oh, it's so slow. Okay. Inside the knowledge base, you can see all the reference guide for the memory. Why we have this guide? So it's for your reference. Which that the RAM might be compatible to this machine. Okay, and all the accessory. What is the docking that's suitable for this? Okay. How to find the docking to suit? Okay, later I go for this. Okay, and all the video. I think this is not the some of the service video that we have. Okay, so most popularly this is the part is quite important, quite useful for us. The user guide under the user guide, product and the part. Okay, and the accessory. And the accessory sometimes that we can't. Customer will ask you what is the best docking that you want to use. Where is the best? What is the best docking is compatible to use? So, okay, this is the one of the website. Okay, accessory and option compatibility matrix, what we call the Lenovo OCM. Okay, so once you click to this particular, then you can see matrix. Okay, this is the hardware menu. So inside the hardware menu that you can see a lot of things. This is on the basic safety precaution notice. Sometimes you don't know what is the error code. You can refer to here also. Okay, all the all the error code. Okay, if you don't know, and then you can see all the the port. Okay, in the machine. Okay, number one is what? One is microphone. Number four is what? Number four is camera. Okay, so you can know where is the port of the USB, left side.
So you're having trouble getting your headset microphone working on your PC. Well, there's a lot to cover them of some topics you'd like to check. And checking a phone and mic connectors too for them to work properly. Same connection. This video from there is a switch you can use and your Windows if you're Corsair Void Pro, and when I select it, all my audio gets switched. My headset is the Corsair Void Pro, and when I select it, all my audio gets switched over to my headset. This next portion of the video is for headsets that use a 3.5mm audio cable. So if you are using a USB headset, I'll place a time code on the screen when I'm editing this video to let you know where to skip ahead to. Okay, now if you have a headset that uses a 3.5mm audio cable like this one, I don't think you're going to see your headset listed here because Realtek should automatically switch the audio from going to your speakers to your headset, so you want to just keep it on speakers. At least that's the way it works for me on my PC. When you plug your headset in, you may or may not get a pop-up similar to this, which will ask you what was just plugged in. On my desktop PC, this always pops up, but on my laptop it never does, even though I have the option enabled for that pop-up to appear. If the pop-up appears, be sure to select. On my desktop PC, this always pops up, which will ask you when you plug it on speakers. At least that's the way it works for me on my PC. When you plug your headset in, you may or may not get a pop-up similar to this, which will ask you what was just plugged in. On my desktop PC, this always pops up, but on my laptop it never does, even though I have the option enabled for that pop-up to appear. If the pop-up appears, be sure to select the option for what you plugged in. Since I'm using a 4-pin TRRS jack, mine first asks if a mic was just plugged in. There are some other choices here, but since I'm plugging in a headset with a mic attached to it, I just want to leave it on mic in and click OK. It then pops up a second dialog box asking if headphones were also plugged in. Again, I have other choices here, but I just want to leave it on headphones and click OK. If your PC has or headset uses two 3-pin TRS jacks, then you'll plug those in separately and then answer the question for each device you plugged in. If you're sitting there thinking,
what is this guy talking about right now?
Then you should go watch my video that explains the difference between 3-pin TRS and 4-pin TRRS 3.5mm audio connectors, which is popping up in the cards right about now. Alright, so you've got your headset properly connected and the proper audio device selected, but it's still not working correctly. Let's hit the Windows key on our keyboard and type in Realtek. It should bring up the Realtek Audio Console app or Realtek Audio Manager or something like that. You'll want to select that and open up the Realtek control panel. Now, your Realtek interface may look very different than mine here, but you should have similar options. Under microphone, you should have a slider or something to control the recording volume and should have a checkbox or button to mute the microphone there. Make sure your mic isn't muted and your recording volume is all the way up. While you're here, you can also look at the device advanced settings and make sure those settings are how you want them. Here at the top, I have the option to disable the pop-up when I plug stuff in. Below that, I have my back panel and front panel audio connections. On the rear panel of my PC, I only have my speakers plugged in, so that's why it's the only thing I can actually click on and change. I can select it to be a speaker or headphones, one or the other. As for my front panel connectors, the green one is for an audio out, which I currently have set as headphones, and the pink is set as a mic in. As I go further down, we have some options for the playback and recording devices. The default for playback device is usually to have the front and rear output devices play back the same audio stream, but you can change it where the front and rear jacks play different audio if you feel like it. I just leave it on the default setting to keep things simple. The same thing goes for the recording device. You can make the front and rear jacks independent of each other, but I like to just leave it where it ties up all the input jacks as the same device. If that doesn't fix your problem, then the next thing I'd look at is the Sounds menu in Windows Control Panel. So let's hit our Windows key again and then type in Control Panel and hit Enter. When this window pops up, click on Hardware and Sound and then click on Sound. You should now be looking at a window like this. Click on the recording device tab, and if you're using a USB headset mic, it should show up here. And if you're using a 3.5 millimeter headset mic, it should also show up like mine does here as microphone. Microphone Realtek Audio. If your mic does not show up on this list, try right-clicking in the window and select the option to show disabled devices. If your mic is disabled for some reason, it should then show up in the list, and you can right-click on it and select Enable. Make sure your headset mic is set as your default recording device, and you should be good to go. If you're using a laptop with a built-in microphone, that should also show up on this list. Oftentimes, laptops will have the built-in mic set as the default recording device and will use it rather than your headset mic, so you may need to set your headset mic as the default rather than the built-in mic. At this point, you should see the green bars light up over here when you talk. If you're not seeing any action there, then click on your mic and then click Properties. In this window, we want to click on the Levels tab and make sure your mic is not muted and adjust the level of the microphone. There's also a microphone boost here, but I don't mess with that if I don't have to. In the Listen tab, you can test to see if your mic is working by clicking the Listen to this device checkbox and then clicking Apply. Once you click Apply, you should be able to hear yourself talking through your headset. I typically just use this to make sure my mic is working. And then uncheck the bottom headset by clicking the have to. There's also your mic click when you talk. At this point, you set your headset mic as the default rather than the built-in mic. You should select in it and then click on sound. You should now be looking at a window like this. Click on you.